Okay, in the base excision or any excision repair mechanism, that's an important mechanism that we are using some enzyme to replace the damaged nucleotide. Okay, so that's the basic in any excision repair. Okay, in that firstly, in base excision, that we are having a 2 to 3 or one base pair damage. Okay, inside the DNA or inside the sequence of DNA, we are having one or two base damage. Okay, so that's why we are using some enzyme that is DNA glycosylase, which extrude a base in the damaged base repair, then keeps it out in damaged base. Okay, so what it does, it generally extrude a base in the damaged base pair. Okay, extrude means it removes. Okay, so how does it remove? It removes by breaking the bonding, that is glycosidic bonding in the DNA. Okay, so where is the glycosidic bonding? It is generally between a nitrogen base and ribose sugar. Okay, what is which bonding is there? There is a glycosidic bonding, that is a 1,4 glycosidic bonding. Okay, so it generally what happens after that? It's leaving a purinic or a pyrimidinic site that attracts the DNA repair enzyme. Okay, what it has? It removes the purine side. Okay, or pyrimidinic side. That is a nitrogen base. Okay, so basically breaking down the glycosidic bond, then after it's removing the glycosidic, nitrogen base. Okay, so then after it has a purinic pyrimidinic. That means without purine, without pyrimidinic site. Okay, so what it contribute? It contribute to attract the DNA repair enzyme. Okay, so then after the remaining deoxyribose phosphate, and then replace it with the normal nucleotide. Okay, so what it does? Some enzyme, that is a pyranidase enzyme, that recognize this a purinic a pyrimidinic site. Okay, then after it remove the remaining deoxyribose phosphate. Okay, because we are not having any adenine, thymine, or any other nitrogen base, it is only remaining deoxyribose phosphate. Okay, after removal of this pyrimidine and purine, so then this enzyme act on that and it removes the remaining parts. Okay, then after it replace it with the normal nucleotide. So this is the basic mechanism inside a base exchange. Okay, then after this bacterial synthesis or any other synthesis, by using DNA polymerase 1, it fills the missing nucleotide. Okay, and then after in okay, this it is different in different organisms. Okay, so in eukaryote it is DNA polymerase B, and in bacteria, that is prokaryotic, it is DNA polymerase 1. Okay, so that's the basic idea behind that. Okay, so then after this proof, those gaps between that DNA molecule, it is filled by the DNA ligase. Okay, so here is some diagrammatic representation of this reaction. Okay, so the basic role of DNA glycosylase is to remove the nitrogen base. Okay, then after this pyranase or AP endonuclease that cuts the 5 prime side of that AP side. Okay, that means this deoxyribose phosphate. Okay, so this cuts at the 5 prime side. Okay, it has because when the pyrimidine or purine is removed, then only this 5 prime oxygen, or what you can 5 prime phosphate side is there only. Okay, then it cleaves down the sides and it removes that base pair clearly. Okay, then after this, in the DNA polymerase 1 enzymatic reaction, here you can see here that here this nucleotide is extra nucleotide is added. Okay, there. So why this nucleotide is added? Because generally whenever this gap is there, or whenever there's some nucleotide missing out there, okay, in the inside the DNA, inside a linear DNA sequence, then this nucleotide is added. Okay, it's a enzymatic reaction happen inside in every organism. Okay, because what happened, it the configuration or the stability of DNA disturb. Okay, when there is some nucleotide is missing there. Okay, that's why the cell automatically transfer some nucleotide there. Okay, and then after this enzyme, that is DNA polymerase, this synthesize the nucleotide over there. Okay, synthesize means forming a complementary sequence over there. Okay, then after it is ultimately filling the gap. Okay, So that's the basic mechanism in the base excision repair. Okay. So I hope you understand. Nucleotide excision repair is nothing but similar to this basic excision repair, but it generally restores the DNA double helix. This changes tend to the okay. In that, what happened? Sometimes there is changes inside the several base pairs. Okay. So, for example, pyrimidine dimer that is caused by the UV light. Okay, that means dimer means two units. Okay, in that the pyrimidine that is thymine and okay, generally thymine forming a double the bonding between thymine itself. Okay, that's meant thymine dimer formation. Okay, that happens inside in the cell due to this UV light. Okay, UV light is one of the uh, well-known mutation. Okay, what happens inside the DNA nucleotide excision repair? Inside that, generally, it removes a part of generally 12 to 13 base pair. Okay, oligonucleotide. Okay, so that's the basic difference between the base excision and nucleotide excision. Okay? Then after this DNA polymerase one that fills the gap, and then DNA ligase fills the final leak. Okay, here you can see that the exonuclease is the enzyme. Okay, it generally recognizing this what we can say this uh, repair or sorry damage inside the DNA. Okay, but it generally cleaving the 12 to 13 base pair from that. Okay, uh, damage base pair. Okay, here you can see this nick that means gap forming between this nucleotides. Okay, it generally due to this exonuclease acting on that nucleotide and it cutting down this bonding between the nucleotides. Okay, then after this nick formation and this single stranded uh, nucleotide or oligonucleotide, it is having gap between that DNA. Okay, this much 12 13 base pair gap, and it is filled after this DNA polymerase one action over there. Okay, so generally what happen is a exonuclease हे जे एन्झाईम आहे ते जनरली एक्झोन्युक्लियस आणि एंडोन्युक्लियस हे दोन टाईप असतात न्यूक्लियस एन्झाईमचे. त्यामध्ये एक्झोन्युक्लियस हे म्हणजे मिडल साईडला कधी कट करत नाही ते. जिथे तुमचं रिकॉग्नाइज करणार ना हे एन्झाईम त्याच्या आउटसाइड ते ते क्लीव करतो. ओके, दॅट्स वाय इट इज कॉल्ड एक्झोन्युक्लियस. ओके, आणि एंडोन्युक्लियस जे असतं ते इनसाइड बेस पेअर. ओके, जिथे रिकॉग्नाइज केलं समजा आता इथे डॅमेज बेस पेअर रिकॉग्नाइज केलं त्यांनी तर त्याच्यात ते जवळच कट करणार. ओके, एंडोन्युक्लियस आणि एक्झोन्युक्लियस हे एंडला किंवा आउटसाइड कट करणार. So that is a basic difference between exonucleus and endonucleus. Then after this damaged base pairs are removed. Okay, then after DNA polymerase through तिथे आपण DNA synthesis करतो. Okay, तिथे gap fill केला जातो. Okay, so that's a basic difference. Then after mismatch repair, it is not mentioned in your syllabus, so we will not take it. Then after this double stranded break repair, in that firstly there are okay DNA is having its configuration and integrity. So when there is double stranded break happen inside the DNA, okay, DNA is already double stranded, and when the double stranded break happen inside the DNA, it is highly unstable. Okay, to clear this instability, it's having a different mechanism to repair the double stranded break inside the DNA. In firstly, we have homologous recombination. The second one is a non-homologous ending joint. Okay, so what is a homologous recombination? In that, firstly, the double stranded break DNA is having okay. In the homologous recombination, it is firstly recognize some of the enzyme that recognize and bind to the single stranded DNA. Okay, so that is a REC-A enzyme that bind to the single stranded DNA firstly. Okay, but what happened after that? The basic difference between homologous recombination and non-homologous end joining is that firstly the homologous that is having the two strand having a similarity in between that. Okay, Okay, in this diagram, you can see here that the red line, that is one double stranded DNA, and then after this blue line is having another double stranded DNA. Okay, when the break happen inside this red line, okay, that is this DNA. After it's having a homology, that means similarity between this blue line, that is the second DNA, and the first DNA. Okay, that is broken DNA. So from the homological, that is similar DNA molecule, it synthesizes the DNA on its strands. Okay, that means from by using those homologous DNA or homologous nucleotide sites, it is using as it as a template. Okay, the template म्हणून वापर करून तो तिथे जी DNA असेंबली आहे ते फॉर्म करतो. ओके, तो तिथे एक जे सिमिलर जे स्ट्रँड्स आहे, ब्लू कलरचा स्ट्रँड जो आहे तो सिमिलर आहे. ओके, homologous means similar. So by using this as a template, it is synthesizing the DNA. Okay, so that's the basic difference. Okay, so in that तो डबल स्टँडर्ड ब्रेक झाला DNA तो एकदम हायली अनस्टेबल असतो. त्याला आपण स्टेबलाइज करण्यासाठी तिथे काही प्रोटीन्स बाइंड होतात. ओके, दोज आर द प्रोटीन which recognize and stabilize the double stranded break broken DNA. Okay, in that firstly they bind to the single stranded DNA. Then after here the broken ends are repaired using the information on. Sorry, single strand break. So there are some accessory factors as RAD54 and RAD54B, RDH54. It helps to recognize and invert the homologous region. So, so the main, what we can say, main approach for by this different enzyme is to stabilize and recognize the double-stranded break. Okay. Then after that, the DNA polymerase involved inside, and that the 3' inviting single strand is there, and then after this, it synthesizes the nucleotide, the complementary nucleotide by using this nucleotide as a homologous nucleotide as a template DNA. Okay. So in this diagram, you can see that at the last or the third step, the strand inversion has happened. Okay, what is doing, that is using another single strand as a template DNA. Okay, then after synthesizing this then after synthesizing this DNA, okay, complementary DNA, in the non-homologous ending joints, there is nothing homologous chromatids present there. Okay, or nothing like as homologous region between two strands of DNA. Okay, so that's why there is no kinds of replication or nothing synthesizing of DNA happen. Okay, it generally joining the non-homologous ends. Okay, by using some enzymes and proteins. Okay, then after non-homologous end joining, in that double strand DNA break happens. Then after DNA repeat protein complex is attached there. Okay, and it generally binding the two ends of that broken DNA. Okay, okay, that's what's happening inside this DNA repair mechanism. So do you understand this point? So there are so many enzymes that mainly involved inside this DNA repair mechanism. Okay. Up till now, this is the important factor or important method inside the DNA repair. Okay.